Thank you, John. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lakeland School Board Business Board meeting. Today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Mr. Secretary, can you please note a 7:16 p.m. start time? If everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Rose, do you want to give us the honors and lead us off tonight? Come on, Rose. I think I hear her.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Rose. Mr. Secretary, could we please have roll call?
Boneski,
Present.
Boyarsky, present. Brenzel, Gallagher,
Present.
Julia Morrison, Roberts, absent. Solomon,
Present.
Sullivan, Tremback Ball, absent. Dr. Wyatt,
Present.
Benucci, absent.
Please let the record reflect we have 7 members present. We have enough quorum to move forward. Executive session. We had 2 executive sessions since our last meeting. We had an executive session on Tuesday, the 16th of June, and we had an executive session this evening, the 24th of June. Both meetings were in regard to personnel and litigation. Informational items. Dr. Wyant, do we have any informational items?
I have 2 informational items. First, I just wanted to note that two of our graduates, Pennsylvania State Police Trooper Joseph Parashinsky, a 6-year veteran of the Pennsylvania State Police, class of 2012, and Trooper William Jenkins III, a 10-year veteran of the Pennsylvania State Police, graduate of 2007, were both awarded the Purple Heart by the Pennsylvania State Police, I believe it was 2 days ago, for their heroic actions last summer, as we all recall. And so we just want to take a moment to recognize them. Again, we remain very, very grateful that they are both recovering. And we are very grateful for their service, and obviously as a school district, we're incredibly proud of them. The second item that I have is a change to 2 motions. They do not need to be changed on your printed agendas. They've already been changed, but because the agenda was posted last evening, which is in compliance with the Sunshine Act, there were 2 minor changes that occurred since that time, and I wanted to call those to everyone's attention. The first motion is, I'm sorry, it's all contained in one motion. It is motion under 5 financial affairs, motion E. It was a small change in the millage rate. It went from 8.7902, which is what was posted last evening. There was a calculation. Joe Caputo had found an omission in the data he was working with. The accurate millage rate is 8.7996, which is reflected in the motion that you all have in your on your paper copy. It is also reflected in the copies that were distributed to the public. And also within that same motion, that changed the revenue from $30,948,957 to $30,948,973. So again, that's already reflected in the paper copies, but wanted to call the board's attention to that change from what was posted last evening.
Thank you, Dr. Wyant. I just want to take a note to congratulate again our two Lakeland graduates of the state police. I know Bill's mom is here this evening. If you can please send Bill on behalf of the board a congrats and a thank you for his service. We truly appreciate it. Thanks. Okay. Student recognition. Obviously, our students are here.
We're in the off-season.
So we won't have any recognition until the fall. Do we have any public comment on agenda items only?
Don't you think I'm got a big mouth? Page 10 on
number 4, with the enclosure 4A, which talks about the items to be disposed or recycled. Do you recycle most of them, or do you make them available if anybody in the school district could make use of them? Because I know Scott Township, we had a lot of items, and they put them there and they gave them free, and a lot of people were able to come down and get them and reuse them.
If we have items that are not so far beyond their useful life that they'd be worthwhile to people, we will make them available. We've done that with other items in the past. Many of these the recycled items are technology items that are way past their useful life. Most households have far superior to what we're recycling. So when it makes sense, when it's helpful to people, we've done that, and we would do that.
So how do you notify the public that you have items that were free if they want to come and get them?
We can utilize our Facebook page when there are items that are specific to or certain organizations. I'll give an example. We had a large quantity of flatware from the cafeteria, so we contacted all the local fire departments and Little Leagues and anybody like that to offer it to them so that they could use it for fundraising and things of that nature.
Oh, okay. And so on page 13, which would be E on the budget, so you it went from 8, it went to 8.7996, but I thought it was 8.7970.
So, you know what, I'm sorry, I made an error here. Rose, if you could give, again, the way we usually do, give all your questions, and then we can go through them.
Okay, well, so, yeah, I thought I heard 02. That's why I was just wondering. And then, again, on this, so I'll just round it off to 9 mils. But you're going to have a financial issue because the 2025 tax appeals have not all been resolved yet. And you don't know if the tax numbers are going to, if there's going to be a reduction. And now for 2026, there's appeals from, I believe it's April the 1st to August the 1st, which again will be more appeals. So, you know, you have to be very careful because you might be looking at financial headaches more so than what we have now. Okay, the rest are
Not agenda items? Okay.
So I could answer.
Yeah, Mr. Caputo, if you want to take those two.
So I think the millage rate that you're talking about, Rose, was from when we presented at the work session, right? So that afternoon, the county released the final numbers, so 7,000 properties. We didn't have enough time to digest it by the time we were presenting that night. So then we had to take that information in the last week, go through it, and that was the change. So we did post a new number last night, and then I found one other thing late last night that changed it, which is why Mark referenced that. So it was a constant movement. We just had to tie it back to their new certified number. Okay?
Mr. Caputo, do you want to just share about the tax appeals? Or is that-
So, you know, the tax appeals that we were aware of that the district got in-house, we went through those, looked up the assessed valuations, and kind of made a determination, which I said at the meeting, at the work session, of what the county has done over the last couple months from February to June. And it seemed like a 20.84% reduction was what we saw countywide. So we applied that to the appeals that we knew that didn't have comparables. So if there was, for instance, there was a property that was appraised at, don't quote me on this, say 14 million or 15 million, but it had an appraisal value of 11, you know, we were able to say, okay, we're going to adjust for that 4 million because we think they're going to go down to the appraisal. There were just other properties that people file an appeal saying they just disagree with the value that they were given. Didn't provide a comparable, but they're going to fight it. So for those is how we applied that percentage. Rose does make a good point though, right? Because you know, to just elaborate on what she's saying, if there's gonna be appeals that come after this date, right, we're setting with what we know, okay? If there's appeals that are going to August, our budget's done, right? So the appeals that Rose is referencing, that base is a problem for every school district in Lackawanna County, right? If they're gonna continue to August. So, you know, all we could do with is what we had, but she does make a very valid point. So hopefully that, knock on wood, that we don't see that it's really disruptive to our financial
But,
situation.
Mr. Caputo, just to that point, I agree with you, and I think maybe now that the reassessments are done and we're kind of setting at this point, it is absolutely critical, and I understand that. But additionally, there's always, right, there's always people that are going to be, if it's not this year, it could be next year, it could be the following year, that are going to be setting for an appeal. So, I mean, I think it's critical this year because of the reassessment, we want to be as close
And I think
as we
that's-
can.
yeah.
But I think we're also going to probably, it's going to be continuous, that maybe we won't see as many.
Sure.
But we will see, right?
So
And I
it-
think we always run the risk of that.
And it's,
Right? Am I
that
correct?
always happens, right? So even before we reset millage, every year, there's been appeal hearings, right, and results, and it's been going up and down. The only issue is the resetting, right? So if they are properties that should have, you know, that got appealed in August and are finalized, that should have been used in the calculation of reset, that's where you may get hurt. You know, I think we had most of the commercial ones, so residential, I don't think is high risk. The commercial ones that were, we had, so we accounted for those ones.
Yeah, I think that was my next follow-up question, was I think the commercial, we don't have a lot of commercial within the 5 regions of the Lakeland district. We have some, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot. But that really, those commercials could be a sizable, some of them could be even a mill themselves.
And those we
Or
had.
maybe even 3 mills, and we've taken that into consideration, correct?
Yeah, the ones that we had, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Board committee reports. We don't have any student representatives reports this evening. Legislative Chair, Mr. Bodeski?
No significant updates other than General Assembly working to finalize the state budget before June 30th and summer break, so it's kind of slowed down.
Okay, thank you. No NEIU report this evening. CTC report. Last night at the CTC, we voted, the CTC Joint Operating Committee, JOC, voted and passed a 5-year contract for the Teacher Association. So I just want to say thanks to several members. I sat on and chaired the negotiations with 2 peer members, one from Fort City and one from Dunmore, as well as the director, Dr. Carlucci. A lot of time, as we all know, I know folks have done that as well, so I just want to thank them. I think it was a pretty good agreement, so really happy with it. Correspondence, Dr. Wyatt, do we have any correspondence?
We do not.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on to motions. I will take 1A. I will make a motion to approve agenda items, and I'll take 1B. I'll make a motion to approve the May 20th, 26th regular business board meeting minutes per enclosure 1A. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Morrison. On the question, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? 1A and 1B pass. 2A, please.
Mr. President, I make a motion to appoint Lacey Connor as speech-language pathologist for the 2025-2026 extended school year at the rate of $41.63 per hour as per the terms of the LEA 2026 through 2030 collective bargaining agreement pending the receipt of all required clearances.
Second?
On the question, roll call?
Beneski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brenzel,
yes,
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
A passes. 2B, please.
Mr. President, I make a motion to appoint Kylie Weaver as a 260-day elementary secretary at a rate of $17.54 per hour per the terms of the 2025-2029 LESPA collective bargaining agreement with a start date of July 1st, 2026.
Second.
Question, roll call?
Beneski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brenzel,
yes,
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
2B passes. 2C, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Rebecca Ruddy
as a homebound instructor for student number 6940836543.
Second.
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? C passes. D, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to accept the request from Mary Shields to be removed from the ESY support staff list effective May 29, 2026.
Second.
Question? In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? D passes. E, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the resignation of Michael Soltis as the Science Department Chair.
Second.
Question? In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? E passes. F, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to deny the following grievances filed by the Lakeland Education Association. Grievance number 2025-2026-03, failure to utilize bargaining unit members for bargaining unit work per enclosure 2A. 2, grievance 2025-2026-04, failure to provide supplementary coverage per enclosure 2B. 3, grievance number 2025-2026-05, failure to bargain student-teacher stipends per enclosure 2C.
Second?
Question? Roll call?
Vineski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brunzel,
Yes.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
F passes. G, please.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the transportation contractors and vehicles for the special education extended school year program with compensation per the terms of the transportation contract for the 2025-2026 school year per enclosure D.
Second.
Question? Roll call?
Vineski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brunzel,
Yes.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
G passes. H, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the fall sports coach list for enclosure 2E for the 2026-2027 school year only, with compensation for the terms of the 2026 through 2030 LEA collective bargaining agreement, pending the receipt of all required clearances.
Second.
Question? In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? H passes. I, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to approve the extracurricular position of advisors and department chairs per enclosure 2F for the 2026-2027 school year with compensation per the terms of the 2026-2030 LEA collective bargaining agreement.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I passes. J, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the furlough suspension of the Act 93 position of Director of Technology effective July 31st, 2026, pursuant to Section 11-1124 of the Pennsylvania School Code.
Second.
On the question? Roll call, please.
Vineski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brunzel,
Yes.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
J passes. K, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the addition of a high school dean of students position and the corresponding job description per enclosure 2G.
Second?
Question? Roll call?
Vineski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brunzel,
Yes.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
K passes. 3A, please.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the request of student number as listed for independent study or release time privileges during the 2026-2027 school year per enclosure 3A.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 3A passes. 3B, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Title III Consortium MOU between the Lakeland School District and the NEIU number 19 for enclosure 3B.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? B passes. C, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to approve the agreement between the Lakeland School District and the NEIU 19 to provide reading, math, instructional services in accordance with the Title I program at LaSalle Academy per enclosure 3C.
Second?
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? C passes. 4A, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the following list of items to be disposed of or recycled per enclosure 4A.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 4A passes. B, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding for the years 2026 through 2028 between the Lakeland School District and the following police departments: Scott Township Police Department High School per enclosure 4B, Scott Township Police Department Scott Campus per enclosure 4C, Mayfield Borough Police Department Mayfield Campus per enclosure 4D.
Second?
Question? Roll call, please.
Vineski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brenzell.
Yes.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Motion 4B passes. 5A, please.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the list of bills for May 13th, 2026 through June 16th, 2026 per enclosure 5A.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A passes. 5B, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the treasurer's report for May of 2026 for enclosure 5B.
Second.
Ms. Brunzel, second. Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 5B passes. 5C, please.
Mr. President, I approve the Johnson Controls Plan Service Agreement per enclosure 5C.
Second.
Question? In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? C passes. D, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the technology agreement between NEIU number 19 and Lakeland School District per enclosure 5D.
Second.
Question? Favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? D passes.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the final budget for the 2026-2027 school year with the total expenditures of $32,755,711 and total revenues of $30,948,973 with a millage rate of 8.7996, which represents an increase of 4.6% per enclosure 5E.
Second?
On the question? Roll call, please.
Vineski,
Yes.
Boyarsky, yes. Brenzell,
No.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Solomon,
Yes.
Sullivan.
No.
What's our count? I have 5-2. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Motion E passes. F, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the 2026 Homestead and Farmstead Exclusion Resolution as per enclosure 5F.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? F passes. G, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion to authorize the superintendent to pay bills in July 2026 as deemed necessary.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? G passes. H, please.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the strength and conditioning agreement between Lakeland School District and NEPA Fit Club per enclosure 5G.
Second.
Question? Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? H passes. Dr. White, do we have any miscellaneous?
We do not.
Do we have any public comment? Robin? Rose? Rose, yep. Oh, okay. Rose?
First of all, thank you for the minutes. They're improving from last month. Mark is smiling. I see. Thank you to Mr. Sullivan and Mrs. Brendel. You considered the taxpayers because we are burdened. You could still, I know it's impossible to make cuts, but, okay, questions. I want to know the solar farm up on Chapman Lake. Have we received any payment from them yet? And out here with the pavement, with these millings, was it considered in the contract, which I should have come up and looked at the specs? Because those millings, I know I bought a triaxle a few years ago, and that was a few years ago, or $200 or $250. So they're hauling them out of here. Was it considered in the contract for, because it is school material, even though I know they have to mill it and use their equipment and their fuel? And the other thing is, was any of it offered to any of the district municipalities, like Scott, Greenfield, German, Carbondale Township, Mayfield? And do we have a number of how many, for 2025, how many tax appeals are out there? I know 26 is not done yet. And if you have a breakdown, commercial versus residential? And again, for whichever, because I know there's supposed to be a solar farm in Mayfield, so I hope the school district, I'm sure they're gonna come looking for LERTA. So I hope the school district, no LERTA for anybody. Well, you just can't afford it.
Rose, is that, I'm not familiar with that. Is that in discussions with the solar farm in
As
Mayfield?
far as I know, that it was a 40-acre parcel, and I believe 27 or 28 acres are being seriously considered for the solar panels.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that, so thank you for,
Yeah, well,
thank you for the heads up. We haven't had anybody for that particular, at least to my knowledge, at the board level. I don't know if Dr. Wine has, but we haven't had anybody approach us.
Well, I'm not sure about the vote or anything, I just know from the legal end of it, what was advertised, and, you know, I don't have the time to go to Mayfield. I should. They'd probably pass out if I walked in.
Let the record reflect, Rose said they'll pass out if she walks in.
Yeah.
Okay, Rose, a couple answers to your questions. I'm going to defer. Mr. Caputo, did the first payment from the solar farm hit yet? $50,000 payment? While Mr. Caputo's looking, we are expecting the first payment of $50,000. It went online in May, so it may be in process right now, but we're expecting it. If we didn't receive it already, expecting it any day now. As far as the paving goes, the millings obviously have value to the contractor, no matter who the contractor is. So my understanding on the specs on the contract is that the pricing that was provided in the bids that were provided, accounted for and reflected them taking the millings, because while it's school district property that they're demoing, the fact that it has value, that reduces obviously the price on the bid. We did not specify that we would retain those, which would have likely resulted in a higher cost on the bid from any of the contractors. To answer your question about any of the municipalities, I know that Krieger is working independent of the school district with Greenfield Township, because we did connect them. I don't know, I haven't heard that they're working. No one else, I think, approached us or, to our knowledge, approached Krieger about the millings. Again, we may not know that somebody approached Krieger with the millings, but the price, the bids accounted for the contractor taking the millings, which has value to them, which is reflected in the price.
How much of a credit we would have gotten for that, or they don't break it down that way?
It's not broken out because it wasn't spec'd to be broken out.
Rose, I did get one request for those from the, as Dr. Wyan said, from the Greenfield municipality. So I did get one. Again, I think it's part of the agreement that Krieger has built in, but we did, as Dr. Wyan said, connect Greenfield with the leadership of Krieger. I don't know how that made out, because we kind of just connected them, as I mentioned, because of it being part of the contract. I don't know if German or Scott or if Carbondale Township, Mayfield had reached out at all, but I know Greenfield has.
Well, I hope somebody in Scott Township, or I'll have to call them tomorrow, they should look into it, because they have a lot of roads and they could use it.
As far as tax appeals outstanding and commercial versus residential, Mr. Caputo, do you have that information, or is that something we could provide at a later time with the right to know possibly, or if we could just share it? Okay, later time. Solar farm, as Mr. Solomon said, we have not been approached about any sort of tax abatement or anything like that.
Do we have the first payment? Do we address that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Rose?
No.
Okay. Robin, anything? No. Mr. Caputo?
Forty-eight total, commercial, residential, is that total? Oh,
Mr. Caputo, just what was that so we could say it in approximately 48 outstanding appeals at this moment? As best you could tell from what you're able to gather at this moment?
So approximately 48 appeals for 2025.
To date, to date.
Okay, thank you. Any comments, questions from anyone on the board? Okay, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Morrison. All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Mr. Secretary, please note a 7:46 PM adjournment time. Meeting ended. Safe travels home, everyone. Thank you. A reminder, we don't have a July meeting, correct?
We may have a special meeting.
Okay.
So we don't have a schedule.
No scheduled July. Our next scheduled meeting will be in August, as of now.